Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick here, dropping in on you. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I hope that you did plenty of rest and relaxation and enjoying loved ones. But I also hope that you've entered into this week with an intentional and deliberate idea and thought process that's going to move you towards the things that you say you want in life. I'm not going to be long. I'm going to get right to the point. Um, this Saturday, August 6th, is going to be the last time that I teach the 7-day business, online business launch course in person, digitally, in a digital classroom environment. It will be going live on a online course platform, and it will be priced at far more than $97. And you may be asking, well, why would I want to attend the course? And it's not for everybody. It's for people who want to create supplemental income. It's for people who want to take control of their financial destiny and not only trust one source of income or one stream of income. It's for people who have always wanted to own a business and have some control of their lives. It's for people who want an uncapped source of revenue that they simply have to learn how to navigate to increase their income at more than 3 to 5% per year, which is the annual raise that you get on jobs. Um, it's for people who really are looking to take their lives to the next level financially. I mean, and another thing, one thing I told the class Saturday, probably the biggest thing for me in being a business owner, yes, it opens up the door for me to do what I need to do as far as taking care of my family now and in the future. But what it also does for me is it gives me control and flexibility of my life. So I'm not locked into something where I have to ask permission to go check on somebody. If I need to stop what I'm doing and go check on a family member or go do something or switch things up, then I have the capacity and the ability to do that. And what you're going to get in this particular course is me teaching you uh, the very blueprint from which I use to come out of a very difficult time when my business took a hit in a number of different ways, and it left me flat on my back. But I used the internet to leverage all of the activity and traffic and everything that's going on the internet to rebuild. I've done it over and over again for each idea that I've come up with. I've developed a blueprint, protocols, and things that happen that are necessary to produce success, and I've become very proficient at it. I teach my clients who want to create an online presence how to do it. And so I decided, hey, let's make it a course. So here it is, 7-day online business course. You can literally create a presence online in 7 days and be prepared to receive money for whatever you're selling, whether it's a service or product or whatever you're promoting for someone else as an affiliate, which is an awesome way to enter into a market when you don't have a product or a service of your own. What did we go over this past Saturday in the class this Saturday? How to determine a business idea, how to enter an industry, how to create a niche within an industry, uh, conducting product research, learning about online business laws, learning about how your market operates, conducting market research, creating a marketing analysis so that you know how to promote your business. And there are ways to promote your business for free. And what I teach is primarily how to promote your business for free. And Google and YouTube are going to be your best friends, but also Facebook and Instagram and Twitter to a certain extent. TikTok is getting real hot, but with all of the push from the political side of things because of China, I don't know how long it's going to be around. Hello, Cheryl. I don't know how long it's going to be around, but TikTok is definitely something to think about jumping into because they're making it easy to monetize. It's definitely easy to build momentum. And it doesn't take a lot to build content because the content is compact. But We talk about all of that. I show you how to do all of that. I lay it all out for you. How to find products and services if you don't have your own, how to develop. Here's the one principle I'm going to give you right now. It's the one thing that you need to have in mind while you're thinking about how you're going to do business, whether you're going to do business online, whether you're going to do business somewhere else. This is the one thing that you need to understand. What is a business? A viable business that has the ability to thrive and to have longevity will have several components. The first thing it has to have is a solution to a problem. A business is simply something that has a systematic, uh, uh, reproducible solution to a problem. Now, there are trends where people want things. People want things like I was explaining to the class on Saturday. Uh, if you got in on the facial mask thing at the beginning of the pandemic, you probably made a nice little piece of change. But obviously, that was a trend. Obviously, that wasn't going to be something long lived. Plus, it was something that bigger markets could get into for a lot less money and offer it for a lot less, and you would have eventually been priced out of it anyway. But it was good if you got in on the beginning and you were creative and you could sew, or you had a hookup on mask or whatever. It was a hustle. It was good. It's a way to make money. You can always ride trends, and sometimes I jump on them, but that's not where I'm building my businesses. I might see something, say, hey man, I'm gonna promote that. That's gonna make a little money, but it's not gonna be something I'm gonna invest a lot of time in. What am I gonna invest time in? Problems. Why? People will spend money to have their problem solved. People need transportation. They go to car dealers to buy cars. And you can go on down the line. The things that people have, situations that need solving, the people who solve those problems are going to always be in business at some level. They may have to adjust to the market. They may have to make some slightly nuanced changes in order to keep up with what's going on. But if you find a problem and you see a problem and you're passionate about the problem, that's real good. Because if you're passionate about the problem, you're invested in understanding it. You're invested in doing something about it. So once you become passionate about the problem, you ask yourself, what skill set do I have that can allow me to solve the problem? What resources or connections do I have to allow me to solve the problem? And you start to think that way. And the more you think that way, the more opportunities appear before you, because you say, man, I could actually do something about that. And this is what I can do. And then you look at it and you see what's going on, and you'll get an idea of just how much people will pay. And when you get off into real deep issues, when you get off into things like some of the things I do, like with Myriad Business Solutions, which is one of my companies, I go in and I help people. I help companies solve situations like marketing. I help them solve problems with employee morale, employee motivation, and things of that nature. That's the longevity of that company. Your employees are the lifeline of your company. If you don't have good morale, if you don't have a good system that they're motivated to work and operate at the highest level, if you can't get them to buy into your vision and buy into your dream, your company is going to struggle, because they're not going to produce the product at the end of the day that's going to keep people coming back. And the biggest part of longevity in business isn't customer or client acquisition, it's customer and client retention. How many of the people that you get that buy from you want to stay with you and have loyalty? Building customer loyalty is a huge part of this. But all of this stuff you can gain an understanding of. But if you have a passion for something, you're going to be committed to it, and you have the solution. Now what you do is you have the solution. So you have the business. Now you determine what your solution is worth, and you start that. But then you want to do what I call is real quality assurance. What does that mean? You want to make sure you're delivering a good experience. You want to make sure that you're engaged. One of the things I do is I first and foremost realize I'm not perfect. I realize that my system isn't perfect. I realize that my system is evolving. So how do I bring a good experience? I make myself accessible. All of my clients who are dealing with me in business can get to me. That's something that's unaware, with so many things going on and the things that I have going on, that anybody that is in there can get to me. It's going to go through the support team, and then the support team is going to evaluate. And then if they feel it needs to be escalated, they get it to me, and the buck stops with me. To me, that's ultimate leadership. Ultimate leadership is saying the buck stops with me. It's not hiding behind your team. It's not being somebody in the background that's just the face of the organization. It's saying that, hey, when something goes wrong, if it doesn't get fixed, it's on me. And so things do go wrong. I can tell you they go wrong. Books don't get delivered. Books get sent to the wrong address. All kind of things happen. Someone gets an email or something. Like right now, I'm dealing with a client. Luckily, it's a client I've worked with before, so I know. But something is happening with some material we sent that the logo is bleeding, and I'm going to have to take care of that personally. But hey, that's what it is. But so what happens is you come up with a solution. The next thing is quality. You want to make sure you deliver quality. The third thing that you want to do is add your personality into your process. Why? Your personality is unique. How you move, how you think, how you deal with people, how people respond to you is the uniqueness of who you are. That's a beautiful part of your gift. That's a beautiful part of your power. That's a beautiful part of your wealth. So what happens when you do that? You limit what people can copy, because when you get into a market and you get hot, people will copy you. People will try to emulate what you're doing, and that's okay. Let them get what they do. Your job is to be the best version of yourself, because nobody else can. And that's where you're going to get it. You also have to be able to learn and unlearn as times change. I want to say George Bernard Shaw, I could be wrong, said at the turn of this century that in this new millennium that um, literacy was not going to be the ability to read and write, but the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn, because technology was going to be taking us that fast. And we already see that technology is coming at a rapid pace. The things we're able to do, the things that we couldn't do 10 years ago is crazy, even 5 years ago. And it's increasing. And what that means is how something worked 5 years ago will probably not work. I remember the model for marketing was pretty much the same for years. You know, you were going to have a high television spend. If you had the marketing budget, you're going to have a high television radio spend. Then you were going to go to print. Then social media erupted. And then so we said, okay, we're going to start putting a little money into social media. Then we flipped it upside down, where most companies are spending the vast majority of their money in social media. You still got television revenue, radio revenue, and print revenue is really dropping. Why? Because people are online. And people online have a train in their condition to respond to posts. So you can now learn a lot more about your target audience, your custom. You get more customer intel on social media than you can get on a TV commercial. You got to have a survey about the TV commercial to even find out how people thought about it. Not so when you can post something on social media and people will talk about it. They'll get on the thread and tell you how they feel about it. They're telling you how to sell them. That's the beauty of this thing, is learning how to move about it. And again, organically, if you know how to build a mass, if you know how to address the people you're looking for, the first thing is understanding your target audience. One of the biggest problems I see with people creating businesses is they tend to create something that they think they'll like. Man, this is awesome. You like it. And maybe a couple of other people you talk to like it, but is there a market for it? That's the thing you have to realize. It's better to go find the problem, find the market. This is what people are complaining about. This is what people don't like. When I go to this store, this is what happens. And and blah, 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 blah. Well, now you say, okay, I can give you that with a better experience. Boom. So you find the market, then you build your product or your service based around the need of the market, or the demand of the market, or the problems in the market, and then you have it. That's one of the biggest problems I see, is people creating stuff that they come up in their mind and think is cool. But now you've created it and you got it. Now you got to go find an audience and convince them to buy something that they may not have originally wanted or needed, when it's much easier just to sit up and say, man, people are over here really complaining about XYZ. I'm going to go see what I can do and put this together, and I'm going to come in. And the thing is, you can create a product and then you can develop it. You can refine it. The thing is, get in the game. That's what this is about. This is what I'm teaching in this course. Get in the game, refine yourself. The one thing you bring into the game that you have to have initially: work ethic, a good moral setting and compass, basic ethics, and those things you have to have. You're going to have to be willing to put in the work. You're going to have to be willing to do people right. But you get in the game, then you figure it out. You work your way, you grow your way, you develop. And you scale out. That has been the thing that I've done. I start small, and then I get into a market and I master the part that I'm in. And then I grow out and I expand out and I expand out, and I let the business grow itself. I let the business finance itself, and it saves money on the front end, and it creates an organic capacity where you don't outgrow yourself too fast, or you don't get into a situation where you're developing too much debt. All of this stuff you can learn, but I'm going to teach all that. Evaluate product viability, define your brand and image, launch your online store, grow your business. All of this stuff we're going to talk about. This is going to be the last time I'm going to teach this course personally as a part of a digital classroom. Again, it's going on an online course platform where you will have to go there and pay to take the course. It will be completely delivered on that platform. And the ability to say, well, hey, can I get this for this and get this for this? That is slowly going away, because I'm at the point now where it's time for me to take my business to the next level. And there's some things that I have to change. So these are the times right now to take advantage of these Rick specials that are just popping out, because I'm trying to reach as many people as I possibly can. And before I leave this particular stage, I'm trying to get all I can in, because the next stage is going to be done differently. And again, it's going to be great for reaching people, but this is the chance to get in on the ground floor and say, hey, man, for this amount of money, I'm going to get this. For $97, you're going to get a $400 course. Plus, I'm giving away the Breaking the Curse of Procrastination class, which is a $1,500 course. I'm giving that one away absolutely free for everyone who signs up. Again, I'm only taking 25 people. I want the class manageable. And this Saturday is the last class. So keep that in mind. Again, thank you for stopping by. It's always awesome to work with people who really want to change their lives. I hope that you are one of those people. The link is in the description box. Click it. If you have any problems with the link, just let me know. Email me, inbox me, whatever. If there are other programs that you've been thinking about, all of that stuff is shutting down. Some of it is shutting down as early as today. So if there's an offer that you have been trying to get, it's probably the best idea to jump on it today. And this one is traveling until the class fills at 25, or until we get to Friday. And then I'm going to shut it down to make sure I have time to make sure everybody has what they need for the class. But this is your opportunity to really get a chance to set something up for yourself that's yours. On that note, I'm out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I challenge you to do the same thing. I'm out.